Senator, I think the path to legalization issue has been beaten to death, and I won't go over it again here. One of the things that you have supported in the past is raising the ceiling on the number of H-1B visas. Is that something you still support?
It is not, and in this circumstance, there are changed circumstances, and anyone responds to changed circumstances. I have supported, and I still support, the original idea of the H-1B program, which is to bring in very high-skilled workers that produce jobs and economic growth. I think that's a good thing when we have more jobs and economic growth. However, we have seen in recent months this program being abused over and over and over again. We've seen companies, blue chip names that we all know, bringing in not very high-skilled workers, but medium to low-skilled workers, IT workers, and firing American workers, replacing them with the foreign workers, and then, to add insult to injury, forcing the Americans who've just been fired to train their foreign replacements. That is wrong, it is grotesque, it is offensive, it is a perversion of the program. And so, like any rational person faced with changed circumstances, you change your position in response to how the facts have changed. That's why I've said as president I will impose a 180-day moratorium on the H-1B program in order to carry out a comprehensive audit of the companies that have received H-1B visas to determine if they're abusing the program, if they're bringing in very low-skilled workers, if they're firing American workers, if they're perverting the program. Any company that has abused the program will be suspended from participating in it, and any company that has violated the criminal laws will be prosecuted. This is yet another manifestation of the lawlessness of the Obama administration. They don't enforce the laws. The president decrees illegal and unconstitutional executive amnesty, but he's also lawless with big companies that are abusing the H-1B program. It's one of the reasons I joined with Senator Jeff Sessions in introducing legislation to dramatically reform the H-1B program so that it could function as it's intended to require, for example, an advanced degree, not just a bachelor's, but a master's or PhD, to put a preference to U.S. universities, to require as a minimum salary $110,000 so that you're not using it to bring in low-cost foreign workers and replace American workers, to put a 2-year hiatus on any company bringing H-1Bs from laying off workers. So you got to choose one or the other, but you can't be laying people off at the same time you're outsourcing. All of these are reforms that I think are common sense to make the program work. And we need to ensure that our immigration laws prioritize American workers first. And as president, that's what I'll do.